Lawyers with the U.S. Department of Justice have already suffered a major blow from the judge overseeing their prosecution of former FBI Director James Comey. We haven't even gotten to the first pretrial hearings. Those are coming up next week. And already, Donald Trump's incompetent stable of lawyers within the DOJ are getting smacked around by this judge in a clear sign that this prosecution is not going to go well for them. Here's what happened most recently, because this is also not the first time they've been smacked around either. Over the weekend, lawyers for the DOJ filed a motion with the judge basically saying, hey, judge, we know that discovery is due on Monday. You know, we have to turn over all of this stuff to the defendant, showing why Lindsay Halligan was appointed as the U.S. attorney, what she used to come up with the charges, and how she got him indicted. We know we're supposed to give you all of this stuff that, considering we've indicted him, should be ready already. But yeah, we can't get it ready in time. Like, we need a little more time to justify on paper why that new U.S. attorney was appointed and how she managed to indict James Comey within 2 days of her appointment. We can't do it. We need time. And the judge, you're not going to believe this based on what I've already said no. That's right. The judge, Judge Nachmanoff, said no. Not going to do it. I love this so much. I'm going to see if I can find the right quote here. Because the judge said, quote, under no circumstance shall the failure to reach agreement with respect to a protective order justify withholding prompt disclosure of a discovery to defense counsel for review. And what the judge is referring to is that the lawyers for the DOJ, as part of their, we're not ready, our homework's not finished yet, they tried to say, but we couldn't come to an agreement with the defendant's lawyers about, a timeline for things, and that's why we don't have the other thing totally not related to that ready to give to them. And so what I just read you from the judge, that's not, what are you even talking about? Those are not related. You couldn't work a timeline out for this thing, so you didn't do this thing too? No. Give them the materials to justify the indictment and the appointment of Lindsay Halligan, which, again, should have already been ready. They're just asking for basically almost just charging documents. And the DOJ is yeah, those things. Oh man, we have to do those? All of this information that they are being required to turn over should have already been ready in a file when they announced the indictment. The fact that it wasn't ready basically blows this case up for the prosecution. It shows they don't have a case. If they did, all of this would have been compiled in a nice, neat little thing, binder, here you go, here's everything, see you in court, a-hole. But they don't have it, because they don't have it. I have no love for James Comey. If he broke the law, I hope he gets prosecuted, sentenced, and sent to jail. But this is not about did Comey break the law or not. This is about Donald Trump weaponizing the DOJ, doing everything he has accused his enemies of doing, even though they didn't do it, he is. The timeline based on that post on Truth Social where he told Pam, go after these specific people, and then less than a week later, Comey gets indicted, it's obvious what this is. The judge knows it. Judge Nachmanoff knows what's happening, understands this is going to be hilarious to watch these lawyers scramble. Otherwise, I think the judge already would have dismissed the case. I think this judge, and I'm probably wrong about this, but I would like to think that this is what the judge is doing. I think the judge is just toying with him. It's a cat with a little mouse backed into the corner, and the cat will look away for a second, and the mouse thinks he can get away, but then the cat just, pow! Not that I condone cat on mouse violence, but you get the point, right? It's just toying with him at this point. It's just fun to watch them flounder, to watch them squirm, and of course, eventually, watch themselves get humiliated when they finally have to go in for those in-person hearings, which again, will begin next week, and that is going to be hilarious to watch.